widely regarded as America's game, this showdown hits a different chord each year when it comes around. Filled with tradition and pageantry, it's a game unlike any other, and one in which the nation's finest will battle and fight for the honor and privilege to sing second. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium, home of the Ravens in Baltimore, Maryland. As we'll see a team from the American, the Army Black Knights, taking on a conference rival from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mids offense will go to work first. The Army-Navy game is always full of twists. Last year, just a week after the Black Knights of the Hudson had won the American Conference Championship, a resurgent Navy squad with emphasis took the victory in America's game.
Yeah, Navy put up points early and often and made Army throw the football. And Jesse, we know how that goes. This is not a throw team like that. Neither one of these teams want to throw the ball consistently. Army with 3 picks a year.
Oh, it's out! Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get and swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll send the back in motion. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. The option look. Quarterback on the keeper. Hard running there. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. Gets the back moving. They stop him in his track, trying to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Pressure coming. Pulls it in. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. Motion from the back. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You can tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. The last time they had it, they weren't secure with the football and put it on the ground, David.
Yeah, and I think sometimes that will cause for you to be a little bit conservative, but keep doing you. Put that behind. It's one mistake, Jesse, move on.
I've always been a fan of getting that guy who fumbled it, the ball back early. You've got to let that guy turn the page. They need him to make plays if they're going to win this game.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Horvat. Pulls it in, it's Kent. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. On the option. The pitch. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll pitch it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Midshipmen!
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be. Nope.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down. And oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Quick toss. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job on this defensive front. The Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Horvat. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
He'll keep it on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. Hunt is on its way. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Plows through the defense. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Black Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. at the 48 after a gain of 5.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Makes the catch. It's Fortner. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He'll ride his man on the option. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grab behind the line. It's Reed. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Punt is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead.
Turning it on! Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Blake really righted the ship for this Midshipmen offense a season ago, but what separated Navy, David, was that they were able to throw the ball more effectively. Makes it that much more difficult to defend this offense.
It's so frustrating. It's so annoying because they do the elements of the triple option, but when you do bring in the passing game, and Blake was able to do that, man, like, you become even harder to defend. How about another year in the system, continue to evolve? If they can continue to grow in the passing game, they're going to be a pain in a lot of people's backsides.
On the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Midshipmen trying to sail way forward on 3rd and half a mile. Dropping back, it's Horvat. Here's the pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Handoff from the shotgun. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. This is a designed run, and this one will be stopped for no gain. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Black Knights send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. The give out of the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Midshipmen could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. The give to the fullback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stops him short of the marker. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Give to the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. He gets a block. Bottled him up. Not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. Run it with the fullback. This rivalry started in 1890 when Dennis Mikey, for whom the stadium at West Point is named, talked Navy into playing a game, and the Mids blew him out.
And since that first blowout, obviously, this has been an unbelievable rivalry. So many things about it, honoring the fallen, the march on, the battle of the bands. So many of these things have gone back and forth. But yes, the football is phenomenal. Old school offenses that will hit you right in the mouth.
It's pretty cool, too, when you think about the history of this rivalry, because back in the day, these were two of the best programs in college football. There have been national championships. There have been Heisman trophies. Not necessarily the same thing today, but when you think about great rivalries in the sport, this is it right here.
Running back searching for a hole. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Rushes on him. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely center cut. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have him back as Army goes back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Tried to fight his way forward, but he didn't even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Wants to go on top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Dixon. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Black Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Horvat. Got a man, it's Kent.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Going with the counter play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Running the option, it's Horvat. Breaks into the open.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll send the back in motion. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And on second down for this offense. Here comes the option. And some room to work. There he goes. He's up, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
It's a new chapter at quarterback for Army after Bryson Daly's historic season led the nation with 32 touchdowns on the ground. Army had 12 wins, a school record. With Daly now a commissioned officer in the Army, time for next man up, Jesse.
Yeah, and you're going to have to be able to run the football. You're going to have to be able to make great decisions, though, in the option game, which I think is something a lot of times we take for granted. It's not just making good decisions throwing it, but understanding when to dive, when to keep it, when to pitch. That's what makes this Army offense run so smoothly.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Black Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Black Knights can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the fullback. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They booted away on 4th down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Give to the fullback. Guys, they call this America's game because no matter who you root for, you're captivated by this.
Well, and this is just one of those games I think always just stands out just because of the way it looks, right? It's all the uniforms in the stands. It's the pageantry. It's the history of this game. It's the style of football these two teams play as well. It just means so much to these players.
It's so cool, and it's saved for after the Heisman Trophy, after the championship games, when they get the spotlight on them, a well-deserved spotlight for what they do for everyone out there across this country.
Navy will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Can't get him to the ground. And he's brought down after the spin move for a short gain. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback keeps it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
He'll keep it himself. On the move at the 30. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Mids are always going to have a threat to run it at quarterback, whether it's Ricky Dobbs or Kaikonoa Kaheaku and Hana.
God bless you. Yeah, and as a Navy quarterback, being those guys in history, just got to make great decisions, but you got to make them fast, and you got to make them often when you run the option play after play.
That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Used the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Got enough space. Touchdown, Midshipmen. Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. And the ball is going to land out of bounds. They'll maintain possession and pick up a few yards in the process. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Trying play action. Quickly out to the tight end.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
He'll do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Reed. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Moving out of the pocket. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Creates a little room. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. Tune in to the Ocho. 8th play of the drive coming up. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's short. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's a heat. Gets rid of it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. It's 4th and 8, and never a hesitation. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. As expected, they're content to run out the clock and go into halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we're 2 quarters from finding out who's going to sing second, and already Army and Navy have hit some high notes. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Army and Navy plays out.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive with this. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. It's Chapman. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. Finds his man, it's Kent. At the 20, he's got space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Navy will have it with a first and goal. He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. And the D deny them on second and goal. On the option. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now, third and goal from the 2. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Navy! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They'll go to the fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Here's the snap. Ready to cut one loose. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Toss sweep to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. A run for the quarterback. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got his man. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Already 1 for 1 on field goals today. He'll try to make it 2 for 2 from 22. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Handoff to the fullback. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. The Black Knights in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Motion from the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the big fullback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The option look. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's short. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The Black Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go at the 36. They go to the ground. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Fires to the middle. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Right down the boulevard. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bryant. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Nice move there. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Rides the back and leaves it. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a 1st down for Navy. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Horvath. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on 2nd down. On the option. He's past the 30. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me, I'm the 1st option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Quarterback will keep it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Fullback's got it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Here comes the option. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Sends it back in motion. The hand to the running back. Runs through a tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Into the house. Touchdown, Midshipmen. Anchors away as Navy has pushed out this lead and smooth sailing ahead for the Midshipmen.
How about Navy handling this moment? This is a huge moment, obviously only show in town. Everybody cheering for you. The weather's always awful. Navy's done a great job executing, taking advantage of some Army mistakes, and they got the lead part.
A big opportunity, obviously, for Navy's program, but also doing it on a national stage. They have come out and they have dominated Army. They're executing better. They've run the ball better. Defensively, they've been stout. This has been impressive.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the big fullback. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And I like giving it to the fullback quickly against the 3 down front. You know, you got those 3 linemen. They're playing 2 gaps at a time, which means they're not really firing off and penetrating. So you can give it to the fullback and try to get downhill quick, and the linebacker comes and meets the big boy in the hole.
Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Black Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. On the option. Breaks into the open. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. Big fullback's got it. Carrying the ball with attitude down to the 42. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Navy now facing 3rd and short. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looks as if he's going to run it. Running into the open space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
The Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Sticks it in his belly. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the Midshipmen offense making its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Nice pick up on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Wants to throw. It's Horvat. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Navy will have to punt it away.
Number 68, on to punt it away.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. He'll take it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Black Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the fullback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This 3rd down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand? And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
So here they come, 4th and long, and this defense is after back-to-back sacks. Gets the back moving. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. There he goes. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Navy! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He's out past the 35. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. So Navy beats Army, and it is tradition for the victors as both teams sing their alma mater. The victors sing second, and that honor will go to the Midshipmen. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.